First, I would like to thank all my subscribers for all the support I've had so far. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so that's great. So today we're going to be talking about the collection stage from Bandai. Now, I know that we've had other tools before. Now, this is a little bit different than a tool. It's more like an aesthetic thing for you to be able to display your model kits, or so they say, right? So this is my first time looking at this item. So I haven't looked at this item before. What I do know is that Bandai released this product basically to provide us with a way to display our models aside from like model stands or something like that. So we can go ahead and display them maybe on a bookcase or everything like that, so they're like layered, right? Now I know there are companies that are doing these types of stands where they'll go ahead and make stands, and that might be a little bit more convenient for some of us as builders due to the fact that most of our model kits occupy a lot of space, right? But I did want to go ahead and make a video of this stand so that way we can go ahead and take a look at what it brings and whether or not it's worth it, or if it's for you or if it's not for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, Bandai started releasing these in 2017. Now, I haven't seen these around too much in stores or anything like that, so I'm guessing that maybe they're out of circulation or they're getting there little by little. These were from a local hobby store. At the time when I got these were around like $6 or so. It might be different now because they're out of stock almost everywhere, so you might have to resort to like buying them from Amazon or something like that. Now, I want you to keep in mind that I'm always going to be honest with my reviews. I say that in every video, and I will continue saying it because that's how it's going to be. So we are going to see if this is going to be something that would benefit not just me, but maybe most of my viewers or some of you that are looking to maybe display this on a work desk, or maybe display your kits on a work desk where instead of just having them do a super big action pose, you just want them lined up. So that way we can go from there, right? Now, one thing that I want to mention is that this is completely made out of plastic, and this specific one, it is the clear blue, so it is completely made out of plastic, and I can already see that the runner already broke off the stand itself. So we'll go ahead and get right to it. Now, the biggest thing with this stand is that I know that Bandai was promoting it so people could stack it up in layers, and that way they can just go ahead and place their mobile suits on it. But we'll go ahead and look at all that today. I do have two available here to me, and then we'll see how that works out. All right, so in the bag itself, there's not a lot of many parts. There's going to be your stand, and there's going to be some adapters here. I'm guessing these are for the base plate itself. We'll go ahead and take a look at it in a little bit. Now, I do wanted to mention something that I noticed. This plastic seems like it's going to be very brittle, and there's no holes or peg holes to place maybe a simple stand arm on it, though I can already see that you can go ahead and drill it in. So if that's the case, that that's not that bad. If I could just go ahead and drill the holes and put a stand there, that would be awesome as well. Really tempted to try that in this video and see where that goes. So very simple. You'll get your stand, you'll get your adapters here. It seems that the stand itself, you can just set it as the current stand as it is right now, where it's just a 2-layer stand, which you can just go ahead and place your mobile suits right there. As you can see, there is limited space, so it doesn't seem like you'll be able to display many mobile suits on there. So probably maybe two 144 scale model kits per layer. And that is not counting if you have those mobile suits that will have a big backpack. If you have one of those, discard it. You can't put it on. You can't put it on this stand. But if you have normal 144 scales, it could fit 3 on a very straight. Like if they're standing just straight, you might be able to fit 3 in here, but it's gonna be a tight fit. So just keep that in mind. It's just for simple display. Now, I wanted to bring up the fact that it is a little bit sturdy if you're going to put it on a desk. This looks really nice for like a desk display where you just want to place your model kits at the end of your work desk or maybe at the office or something like that, and they're just there. I am actually digging that a lot. Now, one thing that this also talks about is going to be layering or stacking your stands. Again, at the time of purchase, this was around $6, so it might be different now. But let's go ahead and grab the other one and see if we can go ahead and layer them up as advertised. And so we can go ahead and see if we can place one or more kits on there. All right, so if you're going to lift the part up and layer them up, so you're gonna have to, instead of putting the part sideways, you're gonna grab it like this and press it. That really doesn't seem that too sturdy to me. I'm a little worried about how it's going to hold the weight, but I guess we'll figure it out. All right, so once you've gone ahead and put the parts on the back, what you're going to want to do is that you're going to grab the second set of these parts, and this is what's going to go ahead and lock the two sets together. So we're gonna go ahead and cut these off the runner. Now, please don't judge me because I'm leaving the nubs on there. We'll go ahead and clean that up at some point. Now, what we're gonna do in this instance is that we're gonna go ahead and slide this part. Now, instead of sliding this part like you would normally do, where you would put it underneath the base itself or to put it away, what you're going to do is that it has two slots right here. You're gonna go ahead and slide it in like so. Go ahead and grab the other one. All right, go ahead and place the base back here, and then you're gonna place it like so. I'm not gonna lie, that looks really, it's really sturdy there. So it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. So if you were going to display your gunpla, you could just display them at different levels. That's actually not bad. Let's go ahead and change the camera angle for you guys so you can go ahead and take a look and see how it looks. Right, so taking a look into the kits, this looks great. This looks great. And if you back up the shot a little bit and you take a look at the stand, I'm actually digging how it looks. Granted, I think that I would just keep it to one layer and then put the layers right beside each other. So that way I could just stack up the mobile suits right there and it doesn't occupy so much space on my desk. But so far, I am really liking how this base looks. All right, from what you saw in the other footage, this definitely grew on me. You know, when I opened it, I had a little bit of mixed feelings when I was opening the base itself, because it looks like all the other bases that Bandai makes, which are a little, you know, flimsy in their own way. However, it definitely proved me wrong. I definitely like how it looks once it's set up. So just looking at it from a cost variant, now some of these vary in price from, you know, $14 to $20 depending on what brand you decide to go to. This is actually not bad for what it is if you can find them for the right price. Now, I am going to tell you right now that Bandai sells these for around $6. Okay, $6, that's it. All right, if you end up having to pay more for one of these, please be careful. You know, if you like it, of course. You know, so this might not work for everyone, but for me, it definitely works. It definitely worth the purchase at the time. Now I was looking at the prices while I was filming the other footage, and they're varying around $10 to $12 if you can find them online. Take it with a grain of salt, I guess. I do not know if I would purchase it at that price, knowing that they cost around $6 or $7. So keep a lookout. Just make sure you look for them and do your research before purchasing items like these, especially items that are probably not in production anymore. So keep a lookout for that. So can I recommend this stand for others to use? Yes, and it seems like it'll hold more than just Gundam model kits. Now I want to see if I can fit a simple stand on there, but I don't seem to have one with me right now. But I do have a normal stand, and the base module is almost the same. So I just have to see if I can drill the hole. Perfect. Yes. So so that's also great. So it seems that if you have the drill bit necessary to drill the holes on these, mind you, you have to be very gentle because this is clear plastic and it might crack or break or whatever. But if you did, then you could just drill the holes and use Bandai stands on it. That's actually pretty good. All right. Oh, I'm definitely not disappointed with this one. I was definitely expecting it to be a disappointment, but it seems that it's actually a really good, it's a really good item. Cool. Well, that is it for today's video. I just wanted to do a small review on this item, which I had, and I noticed because somebody asked me in regards to how do I display my kits. So this is a good option for that. The other options that you have is to also, you know, use action bases for your kits. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Action bases are getting, you know, they're not getting expensive, but they've always been around $8 to $12 depending on where you buy it. And if you're trying to buy third party, then they occupy a lot of space. So this could definitely be something to look forward to if you're looking to, you know, maximize your space. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.